We got the hero for our heroes is here tonight, and I'd like to introduce Sherony. She'll tell us about DT. She keeps in touch with him real well, and this gal is our hero's hero. She is an unbelievable. And I know you don't like to blow your own whistle, but I hope you'll let the folks know a little bit of what you have accomplished for the wounded soldiers. And tell us about DT.
I'm almost speechless, and that's very rare. Ed, you're my hero. And all the men and women who have served our country are our heroes. You all are. You know, I'm the co-founder of the Wounded Heroes Foundation, but I'm also a very proud Marine mom who knows where her freedom comes from. It comes from the veterans of the past, present, and future. And I would just like to take a minute so I can personally thank all the veterans here today for the most precious gift that you have given me, my freedom. You have given it to me, my families, and my friends. Can we please have all veterans here tonight please stand up so we can honor you for your sacrifice and your dedication to our country and to the world. You are our freedom fighters. And every morning I wake up, I think of you. 5 years ago, we started the Wounded Heroes Foundation. My son came home from Iraq unharmed. I was a very lucky mom. The day we celebrated his homecoming, like many families were celebrating, I got a letter from a mom who wasn't as lucky as I was. Her son was severely wounded, and she wrote about the men and women at Walter Reed sitting in the hallways without their limbs, blind, burned, and brain damage, and sitting by themselves. This was 5 years ago, and I thought of myself as a patriot, and I realized I didn't even know anything about the men and women who were wounded in Iraq and Afghanistan. So, to make a very long story short, I called over to Walter Reed, asked him how many wounded heroes they had, and at that time they had 250. There was actually 2,000 wounded across the country, which I learned a little bit later. So we did care packages. I asked them what they needed. They needed shaving kits, high-end Mach 3 razors, very important, not those cheap disposable ones, right? I really learned, and good shaving cream, sensitive, because the skin was very, they were bitten up from the parasites and stuff from being over in Iraq and Afghanistan. Socks, phone cards, and letters from home, especially children. Your letters are one of the most important things. When you go to Walter Reed or Bethesda, you will see their walls in their rooms lined with cards from children from schools. And that is their wall that they look at when they have their dark days. And they read your stories and your letters that you write to them. So we did these care packages, and a couple of weeks later, I got a call from Lieutenant Colonel James Riley from Brooke Army Medical Center. I thought I was in trouble. I thought he had someone. He goes, "Are you Anna Sherony?" I go, "Yes." He goes, "Where's our care packages?" And I said, "What's a Brooke Army Medical Center?" And they said, "We're the burn unit." I said, "How many heroes do you have?" And they had 300. So we started doing that, just doing care packages after care packages. And then my husband and I said, because of all the wonderful letters that we got back home from these wonderful heroes thanking us for what we did, and we were thanking you, I said, well, let's take a trip to Walter Reed. So I made a few phone calls, and they said, please come on down. We know the care packages you've been sending. Then we learned the real story. If you ever get that call that your loved one has been wounded, your life is changed forever. You will get that call, and you may not see your home again for a year. You will lose your job. You will lose your life savings, because all you care about is to be at the bedside of your loved one. You don't care about anything else. You just want to make sure your hero has the fullest recovery that's possible. And I learned that from my first trip to Walter Reed, and we just started writing checks to help families with the most simplest things: paying an electric bill, paying an airfare, paying a hotel room, whatever was needed. And we came back home, and I asked my husband, I said, we needed to start a foundation, and we started that, and we have written almost $3 million out in homes, giving homes, vehicles, grants, whatever needed. Whatever needed. And an important word there was we. Because I have the honor and privilege of meeting so many wonderful wounded heroes. But without the support of everyone in this room and every patriot through this country, we could never have done what we've done. And we can never continue the work that needs to be done. Because these heroes ask for nothing. Their families ask for absolutely nothing. And they deserve everything that we can give them. And everyone here knows that. So if you just keep spreading the word, and we have wonderful individuals like everyone here tonight, and Ed and Julie, you guys are amazing. You're my inspiration. And we can just keep making sure that every hero is taken care of, and we can ensure their American dream, because they have surely ensured ours. Thank you. There's one last thing I want to share a little bit about DT. There's another reason DT's not here tonight. His son is also ill, but also DT had a very serious surgery last week. DT's over 75% burned. He has really very little facial recognition left from his injury. When DT was injured, his vehicle was hit by, I think, an RPG. I'm not sure what took out his vehicle, but he was literally on fire. And he had to run to a spring or lake that was there to put himself out. And as he did that, he heard the sizzle of his skin where the fire was going out. And he would have shared that with you. And then he was able to call in for the strike that was needed to take out the insurgents that hit them. And then he woke up back in the United States. And this young man, as severely injured as he is, like all our heroes, are constantly giving back to our other heroes, letting them know, going to the hospitals and talking to them, to let them know there is a life after being wounded, and America cares. And that's what is so important to all the men and women who serve our country, is that they know America truly cares for them. DT had a very difficult surgery last week, and he never shares those things. I just happened to meet with him last week. They actually took out a piece of skin graft from his head, and now he's a proud owner of a brand new mustache. So he's very proud of it, but he's still in a very bad healing process. So he's gonna be really great. He says he can't wait till he has to shave it for the first time. So it's his first mustache in 2 years, I think. So he's very happy, but he's also healing. He's a tremendous husband and a wonderful father, and I'm going to give him a call when I leave here tonight to let him know how many wonderful people that were here to support him, and hopefully one day you'll all get to meet him.